Hello, Falcon Ridge. All right, we're ready to start. Hi, everybody. My name is Chris Teskey. I'm going to be your host for the afternoon, and welcome to the 35th annual Falcon Ridge Folk Festival. And, all right. I was thinking how privileged we are when you think about everything in the world that we get to sit here in Goshen, Connecticut for a whole weekend. The weather's fantastic, and listen to great music for a couple of days. So I'm really grateful that we're able to do this, and I hope you are too. We're going to kick off with the Grassy Hill Emerging Artist Showcase, which we do every year, and that'll be from noon until 3. And we have our judges are here. I'd like to introduce them. Bruce Martin is from Southbury, Connecticut. He runs the Blues Cafe, which he tells me is not blues and not a cafe. And Barbara Schiller, who is a past president of Connecticut Folk and is on the NERFA board of directors. So welcome, Bruce and Barbara. And also our ASL interpreters this year are Mona Cosentino, who's here, and Jody Prysock, who you all know and love, and Nancy Kaplan and Jennifer Horak, who are here every year, so we'll be seeing lots of them over the course of the weekend. So I'm going to turn things over to Bruce and Barbara now, and we're going to get the Emerging Artist Showcase underway. But again, welcome to the 35th annual Falcon Ridge Folk Festival. If I can get the mic off the holder.
Thank you, Chris. I'd like to say that it was quite an honor to be able to be a judge for the Grassy Hill Emerging Artist Competition this year. And it was difficult to make the choices we did, but we are giving you the best of the best, and we are going to start off with a group from Boston called Noble Dust.
Divide of flowers, and if their silence were the stuff of sleep, I fill my waking hours. My shadow waits on holiday, held tight and fast, summer frame, seraphim, cellophane, picket fences, pearly gates. When I grow in any fairer, the world turns cruelest. Oh, the time has come to fight or flee, and I suppose I never will. In fields where crosses grow, how sprung from planting sacred bones. Oh, flowers in the bitter snow, how quiet, how quiet. I worshipped once, I bargained still, and God or man, be what will, mercy on an empty till. I call upon you now. Oh, forgive me, Father. I know not what I've done. There's no recompense for this loneliness, so tell me, where is love? A gray sky dawned and smiled upon the field the frozen sea. Oh, my daughter born of flesh and bone, oh, take what you may need. Thank you so much. We're Noble Dust, coming from Boston, Massachusetts, and we're so happy to be here at the Falcon Ridge Folk Festival. Thank you for having us. So we are in the midst of a tour, in the midst of an album release. It's coming out at Club Passim on August 26th. But for you lucky Falcon Ridge Festival goers, we do have some pre-release copies on the merch table. And the album itself is based loosely on World War II letters between my grandmother and grandfather. My grandfather was stationed in the South Pacific during World War II, and my grandmother was on the home front in Roxbury, Massachusetts. So we're going to play you all one more song from that album. It's called The Architect. Hello, hail the architect is silk and billows minutes. No, not the weight of iron rod on battered shoulders, buckled broad, worn by the wasted time. They don't build them like they used to. And nice sun is in a foreign clime where idle tans and nameless flock, and they know not of the pace, just greener keep us in our world stock. How far the mighty fall. Hail, hail the architect is sunken ships by friendly fight. They suffer without ceremony, silent in their testimony. When the curtain calls, my God, how far the mighty fall. And if I go, oh, if I go, well, I wonder if you'd look down on me, wonder if the sky is falling, wonder where I'll get to if I go. And with that the architect stepped into never waking sleep, and better this than day to linger where it's no longer built for me. Oh, suffer the little children, carry them unto me, my darling. Suffer the little children, carry them unto me. Thank you so much for Noble Dust. Stick around.
Next up, please welcome an incredibly versatile musician from Dillsboro, Pennsylvania, Mr. Kevin Neidig.
Hey, thank you. Well, it's great to be here again. It's been a while. And, sometimes in the morning, my wife and I like to, over breakfast, talk about some pretty crazy things. Sometimes things go way into the esoteric realm, and other times, not so much. And this one particular morning, we were like, how come nobody in our family can remember their passwords? And, we've got people, they've got notebooks full of things, and it's all written in their special code. And so this song kind of came out of that. I just started singing. It's called Password. Well, love these days can be a difficult venture, whether you're a spring chicken or have trouble putting in your dentures. So let me tell you about my story or quest, and how I won the heart of the one I like best. Guaranteed to work for any age or any gender, though to some, a slight mind bender. Well, just stick with me and I'll show you how it's done. I got the password to your heart. I took a guess, it wasn't very hard. Like the little kid who figures out how to start an old go-kart. Oh, I got the password to your heart. I used to think a fingerprint reader's what it takes to get inside. But a love like yours you kept secure, so it's key, you'll not confide. Face ID is just flirtation without multi-factor authentication. The secret code, you kept it classified. But I got the password to your heart. I took a guess, it wasn't very hard. Like the guy on Jeopardy's final round who thinks he's really smart. Oh, I got the password to your heart. The retinal scan failed to work the first time, and I cried. I tried to sing voice recognition, but that just hurt my pride. Infrared illumination for biometric identification. The only thing that worked were these keystrokes I tried. It's a capital L and a lowercase O, a hyphen and a V and an E. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a star and a B and a T. Backslash, ampersand, question mark, C, hashtag, $, elemental P. Semicolon, birthday, I, color, phone number, another dash and a wrap parenthesis. Semicolon, birthday, I, color, phone number, another dash and a wrap parenthesis. I got the password to your heart. I took a guess, it wasn't very hard. Like when Babe Ruth knocked that ball right out of the park. Oh, I got the password to your heart. It's a capital L and a lowercase O, a hyphen and a V and an E. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a star and a B and a T. Backslash, ampersand, question mark, C, hashtag, $, elemental P. Semicolon, birthday, I, color, phone number, another dash and a wrap parenthesis. Semicolon, birthday, I, color, phone number, another dash and a wrap parenthesis. I got the password to your heart. I took a guess, it wasn't very hard. I only used 2 fingers just like Django Reinhardt. Oh, I got the password to your heart. Thank you very much. Did you get all of that? I made you work on that one. Yeah, you got it. How many people from Pennsylvania do we have here today? Nice. Did you all come up just to see me? Good. Well, thank you. So I'm from Pennsylvania, and this song is one about my great-great-great-grandfather who came to Pennsylvania from Ireland back in the 1800s. And a lot of people back then, a lot of the men back then became coal miners, and he was one of them. And this is a true story. This is his story. His name was John Hennessy. This is called Miner John. When Miner John and Thomas Poole were setting blasts for fossil fuel, a tiny fuse no workman knew was waiting lit down in that hole. It was close to quitting time, Monday evening in the mine. let's blow this hole an easy one before the working day is done. John was one of the blasting gang. He was the black powder man, poured a gallon in the hole. His time had come, God bless his soul. No time to wait, they acted fast. They pulled him back after the blast. What was said from lookers on, they could see John's jaw was gone. Ring a bell, say farewell. I'm not too long on this earth. Fare thee well, that sounds my knell. My love to you, for what it's worth. Twas Friday night in 1888. By his side was his soulmate. Now John's wife has no one but 2 daughters and a son. The largest one for many a year. That funeral shedding many tears. John won't see 41, but I'm here now to sing his song. Ring a bell, say farewell. I'm not too long on this earth. Fare thee well, that sounds my knell. My love to you, for what it's worth. One last thing before I go, what I'd like for you to know: don't risk your life, don't risk your soul, digging up a rich man's coal. Thank you very much.
Next up, please welcome Juliet Lloyd from Gaithersburg, Maryland.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. It's such a pleasure to be here all the way up from Maryland, where it is even hotter than it is here today. So I'm glad to be up here with all of you. I'm going to start with a song that I wrote about my mother. One of the things that I admired about my mom growing up is she has very distinctive handwriting. And she started undergoing treatment for cancer in January, and around that time, I got a thank you note from her in the mail. And I noticed that her handwriting looks different now. And being a songwriter, I thought, there's got to be a song in that, right? So the morning of her first surgery, I thought that was as good a time as any to try to sit down and write a song. And this is what came out. This is called Letters. Steady hand that put the dinner on the table at 6 o'clock every single day. Steady hand that raised 2 daughters 5 minutes from the house where she was raised. always the model of grace, as constant as the way she underlines that name we share. Oh, but time, it has a way of altering the steadiest hand. I saved all your letters to remind me that our lives are not the same. You always told me you could tell a lot about a person by the way they sign their name, but I don't recognize it anymore. Steady hand that waved that first goodbye when I packed up and drove 300 miles away. And steady hands that pray I'll be okay after every choice that I have made. We don't always see eye to eye, but still she's as constant as the way she underlines that name we share. Oh, and I don't know why time has to take her steady hand. I saved all your letters to remind me that our lives are not the same. You always told me you could tell a lot about a person by the way they sign their name, but I don't recognize it anymore. I saved all your letters to remind me that our lives are not the same. You always told me you could tell a lot about a person by the way they sign their name, but I don't recognize it anymore. No, I don't recognize it anymore. No, I don't recognize it anymore. Thank you so much. This is my first time here at Falcon Ridge. Such a thrill. My second song could not be more different than my first song. This is called Over You, and when I originally wrote it, I had this idea, this really lovely idea of you know, you've moved on from somebody, you're wishing them well with their life choices, and then when I sat down to write it, something completely different came out. I woke up today, and the sun refused to shine. Everything's gray, makes you think it's all a sign, but I didn't mind. No, I didn't mind. No, I didn't mind that the sun won't shine. That's how I know I'm over you. It's how I know, it's how I know, it's how I know I'm over you. It's how I know, it's how I know, it's how I know I'm over you. I heard you moved on, and she looks a lot like me, except she's a blonde. Oh, and I'm sure that she's so sweet, but I didn't care. No, I didn't care. No, I didn't care about the color of her hair, and that's how I know I'm I'm over you. It's how I know, it's how I know, it's how I know I'm over you. It's how I know, it's how I know, it's how I know I'm over you. I heard you're engaged. I guess this time it's not pretend. Got my invite today. Glad that we can still be friends. I know she won't mind. I know she won't mind. I know she won't mind when I'm wearing white, and that's how I know I'm over you. It's how I know, it's how I know, it's how I know I'm over you. It's how I know, it's how I know, it's how I know I'm over you. It's how I know, it's how I know, it's how I know I'm over you. It's how I know, it's how I know, it's how I know I'm over you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Juliet Lloyd. So the next artist was supposed to be on this stage last year, but had COVID and couldn't come. And as a judge, I'm really proud to tell you that this was not a pity party. He's here on his own merit. Please welcome from Massachusetts, LaVancher.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, I really missed you last year. I watched online, and, it's a lot better being here than being online, so I'll tell you that. This is very exciting for me. I want to thank Ann for letting me reapply and for this year's and last year's judges, so I really appreciate the opportunity, and thanks you all for sitting out in the sun. So to temper my excitement, I'm going to play you one of the saddest songs that I've written. So, you're welcome. There's a bright red bird in a snow-covered pine. He sings a sweet tune, and he don't seem to mind how the days grow shorter, the nights are so long. It must be his nature to keep singing his song. And I wish that I could sing a song half as sweet as that bird on a wing. Well, I would sing a tender love song to call you back home. The notes would carry on the wind across the miles you've flown, and I will wait for you to answer my song, to be my love tonight. Well, I know the feeling, like that old cowboy song. He's so lonesome that he could cry. Ain't no cowboy more lonesome than I. Feel in my heart you've flown away, left me here in the dark, where I sing a tender love song to call you back home. The notes carry on the wind across the miles you've flown, and I will answer my call to be my love tonight, tonight. Thank you. Well, this one's going to go out to all the covert artists. Yeah, I know you're out there. I know you're writing the great American novel during your lunch break, and you're staying up late at night sculpting in clay, and you're trying to find every spare moment of the day to write that final verse to that song. So this goes out to all of you. Take the train to the city in the morning. All the men in the suits are swarming. Busy little bees, busy little bees. I don't know, but I believe I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time. Living the dream, but it ain't mine. Go and fetch a stick, go and fetch the stick. Howling at the moon, 'cause his collar don't fit. This job ain't me and I ain't my job. Every hour spent is an hour robbed. Well, I'm 50 years old, but when I grow up, I'll trade it all for love. I'll trade it all for love. Spend my days chasing after dollars, on the phone, racking up the hours, ticking of the clock, ticking of the clock. Time to buy or sell the stock. I'm just another cog in the corporate wheel, rooting around for another deal. Piggies at the trough, piggies at the trough. Grime and mud will never wash off. This job ain't me and I ain't my job. Every hour spent is an hour robbed. Well, I'm 50 years old, but when I grow up, I'll trade it all for love. I'll trade it all for love. Now there's a secret song playing in my heart, a song of dreams, a song of art. One day soon I will leave this place, say goodbye to the man, say goodbye rat race. This job ain't me and I ain't my job. Every hour spent is an hour robbed. Well, I'm 50 years old, but when I grow up, I'll trade it all for love. I'll trade it all for love. Na 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 na. I'll trade it all for love. Love, love, love. I'll trade it all for love. I'll trade it all for love. Thank you guys. I love you. Have a great festival.
Thank you, Chris LaVancher. Next up, please welcome the artist who probably traveled the longest to get here, Sandy Cash from Israel.
So I'm really happy to be here, grateful to be on this stage. My name is Sandy Cash, and I'm a storytelling songwriter. This first song I'm going to share with you, I usually write about other people's stories, but this is a story that took me about 40 years to remember. I don't have memories, not really memories. I don't get memories, just hints. What may have happened or not have happened stayed a mystery ever since. So I don't look down and I keep on track, and if scenes well up, I blink them back, 'cause a closing eye is a child's only friend. And you'll never know and you'll never see that I'm not as fine as I seem to be. Even I can't see what I'm trying to defend. I don't have patience. I try for patience. I can't find patience for love. He says he loves me. He shows he loves me. And I get that he does. But as he reaches out, I pull back instead, and I run like hell from what's in my head, and I kiss him from a million miles away. Caught up in what may have been, I get lost to him and the world we're in. It's a memory, but of what I couldn't say. Don't you want me, baby? Don't you dare. And I don't look down and I keep on track, and if scenes well up, I blink them back, 'cause a closing eye is a woman's only friend. And you'll never know and you'll never see that I'm not as fine as I seem to be. Even I can't see what I'm trying to defend. I don't have memories. I don't get memories. I don't want memories. Do you? Okay, for my second song, I'd like to invite my dear friend, the great guitarist, Sharon Klein, to join me. If you want to hear Sharon Klein, you can come to Pirate Camp. We're all going to be playing there. Okay? So when I'm not making music, I work as a science writer. And this is a song that came out of an interview I did with a scientist who researches an astrophysicist. And he told me the story of Vera Rubin. Vera Rubin was a leading astrophysicist back in the day when it was a struggle for a woman to get access to an advanced scientific education. So her research proved the existence of dark matter, which is the hidden source of gravity that stabilizes the stars and keeps spinning galaxies together. Vera Rubin not only changed the world, she changed the way we understand the universe. 1, 2, 3, 4. A 10-year-old astronomer threw off her nighttime covers, tiptoed to her window so she could see the sky. And as winter turned to summer, she watched the constellations spin in orderly procession round the northern stars so high. She built a homemade telescope together with her dad, took astronomy in college, and she was far from done. Left waiting by the mailbox for that catalog from Princeton. The program would not let a woman in till 1971. Looking at the stars, we are looking back in time. A picture from a billion years gone by. Vera Rubin did much more than hold up half the sky. Showed us there is so much more out there than meets the eye. She found another program Weeks after her son was born, an academic conference, cradling her data, her professional debut. She shared her observations and the scorn was universal. The evidence was clear, she was a girl and only 22. It takes a calculating mind to take the measure of the cosmos, a steady sense of self to hunt for what you just suspect. Something out there holding every galaxy together, something out there in the dark that no one could detect. With her dark matter discovery, she made her mark on science, painted a new picture of when the world was new. Vera wrote a book called My Grandmother's an Astronomer, to tell the next child looking at the stars that she could do it too. Looking at the stars, we are looking back in time, a picture from a billion years gone by. Vera Rubin did much more than hold up half the sky, worked the numbers hard enough, called the universe's bluff. She showed us there is so much more out there than meets the eye.
That was Sandy Cash.
Please give a big hand for Barbara Schiller. She's leaving the stage, but what an honor for me it was to participate with Barbara and Susan Forbes Hanson in the process. And as a reminder, there is a voting process to bring back the most requested artists. Please vote at the merch tent. We appreciate it. Thank you. Please welcome Kemp Harris to the Falcon Ridge stage.
Thank you so much. This song is dealing with racism, sexism, ageism, homophobia, any other ism or obia that I forgot. There are so many. Here we go. It's called Ruthie's. I don't go to Ruthie's no more, no. I don't feel welcome cause here they come marching like we the people with constitutional rights. And they call on the Lord with all of his might to strike me down. That's why I never stay around. I went knocking on the church front door, well, I met a man named Leviticus, quoting from the Bible, wrote a chapter in the book, had a copy in his hand for proof. That's why I try to stay aloof. They're just God-fearing people with family values, and they don't value no family with people like me. That's why I try to let them be. I said goodbye to my mother today. Well, on the road to Gethsemane, walking in the rain, no escape from the lion, let the gladiator games begin. And I call to the crowd for mercy, but still no justice comes, only their downturned thumbs. They're just God-fearing people with family values, and they don't value no family with people like me. Their eyes are open, but they just don't see. What makes them think they're so beautiful? What makes them think I'm so wrong? Don't they know we all can be beautiful? Why does it always take so long? Oh, 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 Lord. On the line between church and state, well, there was a man from the government trying to find evidence, told me that the love that I felt for my brother was wrong. They're just God-fearing people with family values, and they don't value no family with people like me. Maybe love will set them free. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here at Falcon Ridge. Thank you so much. I'm going to dedicate this next song that I wrote. It's called America Chronicle #1. And I'm going to dedicate this to all the books that are being banned for no particular reason. I'm going to dedicate this song to all the history that is being reimagined. And I saw a photograph of Ruby Bridges, who desegregated the schools in Louisiana, I think it was Mississippi in the 60s, and there's a caption that said, if 5-year-old Ruby Bridges could live through that kind of racism, then your children can certainly learn about it. This is called America Chronicle #1. America's been had again. Some white folks done got mad again. But let's not worry, we'll just pretend that everything's okay. Don't teach those kids your history. It's best it stays a mystery. 'Cause if they knew what you had done, they might be ashamed. Ban the books that tell the truth and say that it protects the youth. Oh, but what you don't want them to know, it'll just come back. It always comes back. Oh, but we don't need another song to tell us what we know is wrong. And we'll stay happy and play along like everything's okay. You ban the books that tell the truth, and you say that it protects the youth. Oh, but what you don't want them to know, it'll just come back. It always comes back. Always, always, always. But we don't need another song to tell us what we already know is wrong. Hey, hey. And we'll stay happy and play along like everything's okay. And we'll pretend that Tulsa is just a city in the state of Oklahoma. Thank you so much. I'm not going to be here long, but I've got some CDs for sale up in the merch. Thank you so much. Thank you, Falcon Ridge. Enjoy the rest of the festival. You are awesome. Thank you.
That was Kemp Harris. Please welcome to the Falcon Ridge stage, Ann Montag and friend.
Thank you. Okay. Maybe you heard there's a movie out this summer called Barbie, and a few years ago I was watching Oprah Winfrey, and her guests that day were women whose main goal in life was to look exactly like a Barbie doll. And I thought that was dumb. So dumb I had to write a song. Lotions, creams, bottles, jars, shampoo, conditioner, beauty practitioner, diet cola, no caffeine, you gotta make it pure, you gotta keep it clean, because I wanna be your Barbie, you can be my Ken, I want a plastic pink Corvette, spray my hair with Aquanet, go tooling down the street with Ken in the passenger seat. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Thin is in, body's beautiful. Polish the nails, remove the cuticle. Creature more perfect than the egg. You've got your hair, your stomach, your arms, your legs. Thin thighs and a beautiful bottom. 30 days and now you've got 'em. And those lyrics were stolen from the cover of a magazine while at the checkout counter at the Hy-Vee grocer. I wanna be your Barbie. You can be my Ken. I want a plastic pink Corvette. Spray my hair with Aquanet. Go tooling down the street with Ken in the passenger seat. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Richard Simmons, Jack LaLanne, Jane Fonda, what a pain. Jog aerobics, a natural high, Rocky 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm gonna fly. Why? Because I wanna be bitty your Barbie. You can be my Ken. I want a French cut bikini of metallic gold, poofy blonde hair that really holds, sparkly eyes that never grow dim, especially when I'm looking at him. I wanna be your Barbie. You can be my Ken. Oh, yeah, yeah. You can be my Ken. Yeah, yeah. You can be my Ken. You can be my Ken, can't you? Sorry. I used to be a graphic designer. I worked at Rockwell International, and I worked 7:30 to 4 every day. Then I'd go out at night and sing in a Mexican restaurant called Papa Juan's. So this song was born at Papa Juan's. Can you hear the guitar out there? Okay. Thanks. I've been singing in this restaurant in the middle of Iowa, and I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired. I'm like a dandelion that's turned to fuzz. I'm gonna blow away in the breeze, 'cause I'm a tired, I'm a nasty little weed. the big LA and get caught in a star machine. Gotta make me a mighty fine movie queen. 'Cause I got bright white teeth, sparkly eyes, hair flowing long and free. And whatever is a little off pretty, you can change about me. So bye bye. Gonna miss me. I'm gonna find my way to a sidewalk cafe, buy flowers and a big balloon, and I'll dance down the boulevard singing me a sunny tune, a honey tune. And when the night is bright with the silver lights and stars are winking at me, I'll pull this place from my scrapbook of memories. I used to sing bye bye, hi, 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 oh, ah. Bye bye, hi, 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 oh, ah. Miss me, please. Bye bye, hi, 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 oh, ah. I'm going to do a farewell song. Thanks so much for having me. Farewell to Tarwathie, adieu Mormon here, and the dear land of Crimond. I bid you farewell. I'm bound off for Greenland and ready to sail in hopes to find riches from hunting the whale. Oh, the cold coast of Greenland is barren and bare. No seed time or harvest is ever known there. And the birds here sing sweetly o'er mountain and dale, but there's no bird in Greenland to sing to the whale. Thank you all very much. Have a great festival.
That was Ann Montag. Please welcome to the Falcon Ridge stage, Andy Sydow.
Hey, my name's Andy Sydow. It's such a pleasure to be here. I just moved from Denver to Nashville about a week and a half ago, so we're in shambles and boxes, and it's just so awesome to be out here on this beautiful day. I've been asked a lot about this guitar lately. It's a Sydow guitar, S-Y-D-O-W, and my last name is Sydow, S-Y-D-O-W. And I found the guitar company in Honolulu by accident, and we got in touch on Facebook and chatted for a couple years. And then last summer, when my wife and I got married, we were going to go on a West Coast road trip for our honeymoon. And then a friend texted me and said that gas prices in L.A. were $7.29 for 1 gallon, not 2. So I looked at her and I joked, well, for that price, we could just go to Hawaii. And she looked up at me and I went, oh, crap, we're going to Hawaii. And so the day after we book our trip to Hawaii, the Sydows reach out and say, you know, we're in Hawaii if you happen to be coming there for your honeymoon like everyone else, and you can stay with us. So I went back to my wife and I said, babe, we don't have to pay for these crazy resort fees. We can stay with these strangers that have my last name, and now yours, mind you, for free. And she said no. But then she wanted to extend the honeymoon, and she said yes, and I got this cool guitar. I wanna be a Hollywood star, so when you're drinking with your friends, I'll be the poster at the bar. And as you finish off your lying glass of gin, I just want you to notice me again. They'll paint my picture up on Highway 17, so when your boyfriend drives to work, he's thinking of me. I don't mean to pry or get under your skin. I just want you to notice me again. But if I was in high places, I'd never let you down. Still, if I could find the roof, I bet you'd still settle down. 'Cause the time that stands between us ain't about the riches or the fame. I just want you to notice me again. Maybe I'll be a guru and write my own rules, preaching how to live with just a few simple tools. And as you try to find yourself within, I just want you to notice me again. But if I was in high places, I'd never let you down. Hell, if I could find a roof, I bet you'd still settle down. 'Cause the time that stands between us ain't about the riches or the fame. I just want you to notice me. I'll be a big lawyer, and when the courtroom's on the fence, I'll string the loophole in a capital offense. So as you sit on the jury of an innocent man, I just want you to notice me again. But if I was in high places, I'd never let you down. Hell, if I could find a roof, I bet you'd still settle down. 'Cause the time that stands between us, there ain't just one thing to blame. I just want you to notice me again. Hey, I want to, now that I see just how many people are in the shade versus in the sun, let's give a shout out to the people sitting in the sun. Oh my goodness. It's hot out there. This song is about it's a historical fiction about a ball player from the 1920s and 30s. He's a minor league ball player, and he has to decide if he's going to try to make it to the bigs or settle down with the woman of his dreams. He decides to follow his baseball dreams. But he never makes it to the big leagues, which totally stinks for him. But that's just the kind of writer I am. This is called My Last Game. Baseball games and artifacts, misty eyes and rally caps. Losing wouldn't be this hard if I still had you. Me, I never made the show. never through at Murderer's Row. But I can still hold you with my good arm. I always thought I'd have it all, the wife, the kids, the curtain calls, a place that feels like home. Now I'm too old to start a family with my whole life still in front of me. But this is my last game. The way the story goes, we've heard it all before. But this time it's me and I've got nowhere to go. I'll never throw like I did at 24. But baseball is all and all I really know. It was Detroit in 1934. The Tigers were bound to win it all. I was pitching down in Charleroi till Mickey gave me the big league call. So then I passed my bag, now I hop a train. I was headed west to pen and fame. I sat on the bench for to hear my name, but Mickey never put me in. Oh, I worked all winter and I threw a lot. The next year I felt I'd get my shot. I got a few calls from smaller clubs, but I never saw the bigs again. The way the story goes, we've heard them all before. But this time it's me and I've got nowhere to go. I'll never throw like I did at 24. But baseball is all and all I really know. Baseball is all I know. The way the story goes, we've heard them all before. But this time it's me and I've got nowhere to go. I'll never throw like I did at 24. But baseball is all and all I really know. Think back to that night in 34, the lights so close and so far, too young to know any better. Then I think about my time with you, how your love was always number 2. But this is my last game. Thanks so much. Again, my name's Andy Sydow. If you're hosting a house concert, get a hold of me. I'd love to come play for you. Appreciate it.
Please give a hand for Andy Sydow. Please welcome to the Falcon Ridge stage, the Honey Badgers.
Thank you so much. We're really so grateful to be here. This is our very first time at Falcon Ridge, and we're so grateful to the festival for having us, inviting us, and also huge thanks to Ron, Mike, Tyler, the whole crew backstage. They're running things like more seamlessly than I could have ever imagined. You have no idea. It's wonderful. We're gonna sing you a song about being intentional in your relationships, friendships, long-term loves, and just making sure to make time to make good memories, kind of like days like this, and hold on to those memories as long as you can. This is called Meet Me.
take my hand and see for miles. Oh, all I wanna see is your smile. I've known your name since the early days, when chaos reigned and I was always getting in my own way. We lit a match in a house of hay, deadly, but it was so damn warm that cold October day. Oh, 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 oh. Meet me in the woods backstage. This tune is taking shape. Maybe we could be something. Raise your voice with mine, let's see. We've circled around this town too many times, and now you're pacing round my head for something you can't find. Your skin is always beneath my fingertips. Even when I'm by myself, I taste you on my lips. Oh, 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 oh. If I leave this town, will I ever get back to you? If I lose my way, will you be there to guide me through? Oh, I'm so scared of getting lost. I'm so scared of going blind. If I get too far away for you to see. Oh, meet me underneath the tree. Meet me in a farmer's field. Under the tree we'll kneel. Close your eyes and feel the sun. Oh, our lives have just begun. Oh, 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 oh,
Thank you all so much. It's a beautiful festival, beautiful stage. We are so blessed to be here, happy to be here. Thank you all for surviving in the sunlight. We had a gig a few weeks ago where I had sunstroke and did not survive in the sunlight. This next one is called Correct Course. In 2019, we both quit our fancy corporate jobs and started doing music full time. We released an album, we toured the East Coast, and it was incredible. And then, all of you know, COVID happened, and a lot of things changed, but we are happy to be back on the road, happy to be here today. And this one's about setting your intentions, setting your course, and following through. Ready? I don't see time the same way you do. I didn't mind the day that you moved across the room in one well-measured step, broke down the armor. Now we both accept. Summertime, one hell of a thing. And I never thought that you'd take that ring as we sailed north towards foreign shores. Bring back some stories, treasure and more. And now don't leave those dreams inside of your head. Alone they go nowhere, just lies that misled. So follow the tides, your heart and the moon, 'cause charting a course is easy with you. Autumn came, brought difficult days, and it's all the same, this will happen again. We travel towards home, chasing the sunset, barely alive, but we're really living. And someday, when we're old and gray, we'll let out the secret and speak of that day when we took on water and said our goodbyes, and somehow were saved by Neptune's good grace. So don't leave those dreams inside of your head. Alone they go nowhere, just lies that misled. So follow the tides, your heart and the moon, 'cause charting a course is easy with you. 'Cause charting a course is easy with you.
Thank you so much. We're going to be camping all weekend, so we'd love to say hi and hang out with you. See you around.
Please give a nice hand for the Honey Badgers. Please welcome Halley Neal to the Falcon Ridge stage.
Thank you. Connecticut. I grew up in Connecticut. Not here in Goshen, but in Connecticut, like an hour and a half east of here in a small town called Lebanon. Anyone? Yeah, they know Lebanon. Fantastic. It was a really, really small town. Our motto was more cows than people. And I wrote this song about my best friend, Emily, who was always there for me. And it took me growing up a little bit to be able to look back and see how awesome it was to have a friend like her to encourage me to do everything that I felt like I wanted to do, even though I grew up in this small town. So this is called Emily. I had a dream when we were 10 years old in your parents' basement. We formed a band, me and my brother, your sister, and you on bass. But you didn't play the bass, and I didn't sing back then. But I had a dream, and you were there for me, my friend. With a man who'd be good to me. See, you and I would stay up all night skimming songs of hopefulness. So on with the fire and passion, on with the flames and matches. I had a dream, you told me not to give it up. We were 16 and so safe back then. 'Cause I had a dream and you were there for me, my friend. Oh, Emily. And now I see your face every 5 or 7 years. Your father's second wedding, my dad's best man speech that brought us to tears. Singing songs from our old band that never saw the light of day. And still each time I hear your voice, it brings me back to yesterday. When we were 16 and waiting for our wings to grow in the backseat of my dad's old van, riding down Route 207. And I felt so safe back then. I felt so safe back then. 'Cause I had a dream and you were there for me, my friend. Oh, Emily. Oh, Emily. And what if we knew then everything that we know now? We'd probably be crying in each other's arms, and still, with every passing year, I see more pieces of the girl you helped me be. You helped me see. You were there for me, Emily. Oh, Emily. Oh, Emily. Thank you. Thanks so much, y'all. So I mentioned I grew up in a small town in eastern Connecticut, and then I moved to Boston, and I studied music at Berkeley. And it was a really big change for me when I was 17. And my first year there, I met someone, and he was from Southern California and hadn't seen a New England snowfall before. And so the first snow of the year, it was like the most magical thing that me as a 17-year-old in a brand new city, having grown up in a farm town, could possibly experience. And it didn't work out. The relationship didn't work out. But years later, I thought it would be cool to try to capture that feeling, the youthful sweetness of a first romance. And so I wrote this song about it. Today it's very hot outside, but we can all just take this moment to imagine a little bit of snowfall. It would be kind of like a magical Goshen, Connecticut snow. And this song's called Snowing in Boston. It was snowing in Boston. I remember he lost it, and we walked across the bridge in the cold. It was the first time he saw snow, and the first time I felt so in touch with a person I knew. And I felt like I was flying, and I thought we were flying too. And when we got high later on, I thought it and it didn't get any better. No, it didn't get any better. When I went to his hometown, I thought things would work out, but we were both lying. And when I left the city, he couldn't admit he wasn't happy with the shape we were in. And I felt like I was dying. And maybe we were dying too. Oh, and when I got high later on, I thought, it can't get any better than this. And it didn't get any better. No, it didn't get any better. But what causes an ending? Did he lose sight of everything he knew? Did he want what he felt like he couldn't have? Or was it always, always gonna end in something I could never understand? What was I supposed to do with a heart in love? I didn't know how to love, I didn't know how to want. When he told me he loved me, I believed that. I believed that. I believed that. Oh, I believed that. It was snowing in Boston. I remember he lost it, and we walked across the bridge in the cold. And it felt so special to see someone love something so much that he'd never known. And I thought maybe he could feel about me just like he felt for the snow. But looking back, I say, let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at the cold. Let's leave with what we know. Let's leave it at the snow. Thank you so much. I'm Halley Neal. Give it up for Jody. She's so amazing. And all the other interpreters. I thought it was hilarious that she had to sign "When we get high." Thanks, Jody.
Please give a nice hand for Halley Neal. Please welcome Tiffany Williams and special guest show to the Falcon Ridge stage.
Gina Forsyth.
Thank you all so much for being here in this hot, hot heat. I flew up from Nashville. What you're hearing, though, right now in this accent is southeastern Kentucky. I'm a coal miner's daughter from Letcher County, Kentucky, and I will give a free T-shirt to anybody who knows where the heck that is. Hatfield McCoy country, kind of. Definitely coal country. I want to dedicate this first song to my friend Esther and the wonderful clients that she works with. This is called Know Your Worth. I don't feel obligated to do the things I hate anymore, or to tolerate the ones who just as soon see me writhing on the floor. And I don't give a damn about what anybody makes of me. I tuned out all that noise that I don't need. Well, I tried my whole life to please this world. In the end, it wore me out and made things worse. If you let them, they will break you from the cradle some who patronize you, try to tell you how you ought to live. Lie and criticize and take from you till you got nothing left to give. They'll make you think you're crazy, make you doubt the things you know you know. So there ain't no sense in you not running your own show. Well, I tried my whole life to please this world. In the end, it wore me out and made things worse. If you let them, they will break you from the cradle to the hearse. You gotta get free, hold your own, know your worth. Well, I tried my whole life to please this world. In the end, it wore me out and made things worse. If you let them, they will break you from the cradle to the hearse. You gotta get free, hold your own, know your worth. You gotta get free, hold your own, know your worth. Thank you so much. I had a little ant friend on my arm for that one, riding along. This next song is called Carletta. I learned to play, it's never too late to do anything. I learned to play guitar when I was 25, and I played it over my lap like a dobro because I didn't know what I was doing. I just really wanted to write songs. So this is the oldest song I play, I believe, and I don't know if it was a dobro written song, but I like to say it is just because it's a good story. This is called Carletta. Is that what you want me to do, Carletta? To sit around in some tree, to wait it out till the bough decides to break. Is that what you want me to do, Carletta? Just pin my wings to my sides. Never know what it's like to fly. You're pretty ones.
to call your own. Is that what you want me to do? Call it to spend my days taking time to build some highlight. It's not tell me who to be, to lose my one good chance to be free. Call your own. Is that what you'd have me to do? Call it just pin my wings to my side and never know what it's like to fly. Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I would love to connect with you guys after or online. I'm Tiffany Williams, Tiffany Williams Music on Instagram and other things, I think. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Please give a nice hand for Tiffany Williams and Gina Forsythe. Please give a nice welcome to Eric Kilburn to the Falcon Ridge stage.
Thank you. Hey, folks. What a beautiful day. Must be about 20 degrees cooler in that shade over there. Let's hear it for those people in the sun. Jeez, woo! This is a song about the passage of time and the tricks it plays on us. It's called Memory Line. Excuse me while I disappear. Everything's okay, but my mind's not here. I made the station just in time to punch my ticket on the memory line. Was it some not quite forgotten tune? Was it a picture, a place, a phase of the moon you can ride for a long, long time? From stop to stop on the memory line as time runs like a freight train. Gears turn in a dream, and lifetimes sparkle like stars in the sky and move on. So long, goodbye. Perhaps when I grow up someday is what my daddy used to say. We saw the twinkle in his eyes. There was so much we didn't realize, like maybe we didn't have to grow old. Maybe it was just some lie we were told. You can always go back in time, long as you got a seat on the memory line. As time runs like a freight train, years turn in a dream. Lifetimes sparkle like stars in the sky and move on. So long, so long. Goodbye. These ghosts of the past, they keep tugging at my sleeve. Echoes of a childhood. Do we ever really leave? Excuse me while I slip away. Something I heard my preacher say. She say you can't go back this time. It's a one-way ride on the memory line. So I get up each morning and I try to face a world that's changing at such a pace. I think I'm already left behind, standing at the station on the memory line. As time runs like a freight train, years turn in a dream, and lifetimes sparkle like stars in the sky and move on. So long, so long. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. So a couple years ago, my wife and I were starting to plan Thanksgiving, and I come from a family with a lot of cousins. I've got 13, I think, and this Thanksgiving was the first one ever where I realized that I was going to be the oldest guy at the Thanksgiving table. And Thanksgiving growing up was a big deal for me because it was when I got to see my uncles and my dad hanging out. And I remember kind of taking notes when, like looking at these guys, like listening to their jokes and their banter and thinking, okay, this is what men do, you know. And they honk horns too, a lot of these men. Oops. That's better. So this is a song about that experience. It's called Tall Tree. Guitarists love the temperature today. Okay. Looking at the man at the head of the table, saying grace with a natural ease, cutting turkey, cracking jokes with my uncles. These men like tall oak trees. Everyone's on their best behavior. Steer clear of politics and race. Your cousin's got a new black boyfriend. Don't mention that to your uncle's face. And I never dreamed the day would come, the man at the head of the table. I am the one, I am the tall tree. I never thought I'd be passing on what was handed down to me. These men were all sons of the Midwest. Their work and family was all they knew. never talked much about their own lives, but they wanted to know about you. They were men you could always rely on. I thought it would never change. Now one by one they've all gone on, and the table looks so strange. For I never dreamed this day would come. The man at the head of the table, I am the one, I am the tall tree. I never thought I'd be passing on what was handed down to me. The clan is gathered and we're holding hands. I gaze across at every face, looking at the man at the head of the table, as I bow my head in thanks and for grace. This family is not a rock well painted. There are struggles and there have been fights, but when I think of the strength we've come from, I'm pretty sure we'll be all right. My sister is playing piano as the children call the tunes. I still feel like I'm 8 years old, but I'm the oldest man in the room. And I never dreamed today would come. The man at the head of the table, I am the one, I am the tall tree. I never thought I'd be passing on what was handed down to me. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the festival.
Let's give a nice hand for Eric Kilburn. Please welcome Katie Dahl to the stage.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I came in 2015, and I was about as newly pregnant as a person can be, and in fact, I freely told everyone here because I didn't know anybody, and now I have a 7-year-old who last week I've come a long way. My 7-year-old told me that my songs are now his second favorite songs, after It's Raining Tacos, which is his first favorite. So I don't want to intimidate you, but that's just the level of fame that we're dealing with. I've been trying to lose weight since I was 8, 'cause I saw a picture of myself jumping into a lake. I've been playing in the water for most of the day. Now the sun had set down most of the way, big orange balls sinking into the gray. Me just jumping into the waves. I threw the picture away.
Someone must have taught all the other little girls the rules, how to eat their cake and have theirs too. Someone must have taught all the other little girls what to do, how to want 'em all but take only a few, how to be flat and thin and new. Except that all the other girls seem to feel bad too. What a waste of time. What a waste of time. I'm not the kind of girl who cares what anybody else might say. I only hate myself a few dozen times a day. Then a few dozen more for feeling that way. Get hit by the bullet and the ricochet. It's a game I don't know how not to play. How does anybody learn to say, hey, not today? It's a waste of time. It's just a waste of time. It's such a waste of time. Such a waste, and I don't have that kind of time. Nobody has that kind of time. I've been trying to lose weight since I was 8, 'cause I saw a picture of myself jumping into a lake. Thank you. Well, now Gina Forsyth is going to come out and join me on the fiddle. How about Gina? I love her so much. I met Gina actually in 2015 at this we were both emerging that year. Now we've re-emerged in this incarnation. So this next song, both of these songs are from a new album. It's called Seven Stones, but it tentatively was called Things Katie Dahl Finds Hard to Say. And this one sort of comes out of a text from Peter Mulvey, which I feel like is like, we love him, don't we? Feel like it's sort of annoying to say. It's like name dropping Bruce Springsteen at Falcon Ridge or something. But he's texted me. My dad died around the same time my son turned 6, and Peter texted me, "Happy birthday to the young tyrant, and so sorry to hear about your dad. Life at both ends of the hallway." And I love that that image. So that's where this comes from. Ready? Well, I have a son who almost died, had a dad who did. Both times what was crazy was the way the lights stayed lit, how my breath kept on coming while I was listening for his.
There inside the corridor, wrapped in my mother's shawl, pictures of the dogs and kids and grandpas on the wall. I felt something stirring from the far end of the hall. Both doors open, both doors open. Sometimes I get to worrying, I'll want to leave my bed. Those bar lights are a beacon, might start blinking in my head. Might go looking for a reason to start pulling at the thread. I might be standing in the parking lot, her hair all dark and warm, field breathing heavy from the coming summer storm. Then before I know it, a rustle in the corn. Open and the wind is coming through. There are currents in the river. Most days I don't jump in. Most days I forgive her. Most days the white dove wins. Most days I keep the window shut. Don't let that tempest spin. With the locks and find they're coming loose. Sometimes I steal the eggs out from beneath the golden goose. Sometimes I bite the apple and it tastes just like the truth. Both doors open, both doors open, both doors open, both doors both doors open and the wind is coming
Thanks, everybody. Gina Forsyth on the fiddle.
Let's give a big hand for Katie Dahl.
Thanks, everyone.
Accompanied by the very talented Gina Forsyth. Please welcome Leslie Evers to the Falcon Ridge stage. And now I'll let you introduce your guests.
I am so proud to be here. Thank you for joining us. Okay, this first is a song for my daughter. Genevieve, young hearts believe that things with wings should soar away without delay. Genevieve, I believe that you ought to do every little thing you're wanting to. I know you're ready. I made you ready, Genevieve. Genevieve, hearts deceive, oh, just to win. You'll watch your moral compass spin round and round. never want to take it slow. One might as well ask a fiery comet to slow its path. I know you're ready. How do you think I know this, Genevieve? You were the first flower of my spring, and then suddenly you were everything. Some prince will beckon you to leave. He'll have the stars upon his sleeve. But could you wait a little while? Though I can be the last to see that crooked little girl smile, I know you're ready. I made you ready, but I'm not ready, and I never will be Genevieve. No, I never will be Genevieve. Thank you. I like to write love songs, but there's a lot of different kinds of love. That was one of them. This next one is just a love for the world. A couple of years ago, I was in isolation, like many of us were, and I wrote this song just for myself, and boy, am I happy to be able to share it today. Welcome back to the world. It's wonderful. It's a hymn, and I have been singing it alone, but I have someone to sing it with me today, and that's Rick Ruskin. Thank you so much, Rick. I face my Maker without fear, without a tremble, without a tear, although I'd rather tarry here along the rocky way. The road is rocky, the road is rough. You think I would have had enough? I stand here looking out for the bluff along the rocky way. Someday angels will call me home to stay. Why do I long to tarry here along the rocky way? We were born to walk on bones, tear our feet with nails and stones. Sometimes we are all alone along the rocky way. Someday angels will call me home to stay. Why do I long to tarry here along the rocky way? I have questions by the score. Why are some so drear and poor? I wonder what we were put here for along the rocky way. Oh, someday angels will call me home to stay. Why do I long to tarry here along the rocky way? But what precious gifts wrought to bless this world in all of its gloriousness. Gratitude, the pilgrim's quest along the rocky way. Someday angels will call me home to stay. Why do I long to tarry here along the rocky way? No matter if we rest or roam, the Lord has made this our only home. Shining cloud above purple loam along the rocky way. Oh, someday angels will call me home to stay. Why do I long to tarry here? Why do I long to tarry here along the rocky way? Thank you very much.
Let's give a nice hand for Leslie Evers. Please give a nice hand to Michael Stephen.
Thank you. We're going to start off with a song about coolness for all you guys who might be out front. Okay, so imagine this. There's this high school kid, and he's working at the mall. He's working at the food court in the mall. And he looks up from behind the Pepsi machine, and suddenly, there she is, walking in his direction, the coolest girl in the school. There she goes, my friend. She moves just like a dream. And she looks so good in her pre-washed jeans. Oh, yeah. But I'm stuck behind a counter, taking orders from all these suburban sons and daughters. Fast food and carbonated water. And I go wild at just the thought of her. She's cool as fins on a Cadillac. She's fine as California wine. That's right, the girl is on the fast track. How I wish you were mine. Here she comes again. I think she looked my way, but it's hard to tell. She's always wearing shades. Oh yeah. Girls wish that they could imitate her. Boys try, but they just can't penetrate her. I'm a guy who sure appreciate her. If I could only get a date with her. She's cool as fins on a Cadillac. She's fine as California wine. That's right, she knows that she's a class act. How I wish she were mine. Now everybody knows I'm just an ordinary guy. Everybody says it shows, but I suppose I'm not too cool to try. Too cool. Do you think I'm just a fool to pursue her? I should stay at home and play with my computer. Tell myself I could mean something to her. If I could only be as cool as her. But she's sharp as fins on a Cadillac. She's fine as California wine. That's right, my heart has been hijacked. How I wish you were mine. How I wish you were mine. She's a runaway train on a steep track.
She's cool.
A jet plane warming up on the tarmac.
She's
a
cool.
heroine in a Harlequin paperback. A fashion queen on a teen magazine rack. She's the razor's edge. She's the leader of the pack. She's a man-eater looking for a quick snack. She's a current event. She's a matter of fact. She invades my dreams in a pre-dawn sneak attack. She's cool.
She's cool.
So cool.
So cool.
I'm gonna learn to rap and slick my hair back. Play some air guitar and always wear black. Let them laugh. Let them talk behind my back. Let them have their fun. Let them give me flack. I'm gonna get that girl. I'm gonna get the knack. I wanna park my car in her cul-de-sac. She's cool.
She's cool.
So cool. So cool. She's cool.
She's cool.
She's cool. Cool. She's cool. Thank you, fans of coolness. Bill Strom on the bass over there. Barbie Beth on, cool Barbie Beth on vocals. And you'll find me in your program as Michael Stephen. That's spelled S-T-E-P-H-E-N, just like Stephen King. And as a matter of fact, I believe that that I do have a special request for this next song by Stephen King. Telepathically. I was having lunch with Elvis at the Loch Ness Cafe. We were talking about the dreams we nailed and the ones that got away. I said, I wish I was a star like you. God, I love that rock and roll. And he said, finish up your soda, son, and your fries are getting cold. The waitress says they're beautiful, but they won't give me the time of day. Why do I keep on coming back to the Loch Ness Cafe? Oh, Decius drank his coffee black, and then he set out on some trip. And when he thought no one was looking, Lincoln pocketed the tip. I pretended that I didn't see. I was just minding my own business, 'cause I knew that the invisible man was the only other witness. Everybody stares at me, but when I catch them, they look away. Why do I keep on coming back to the Loch Ness Cafe? At a table in the corner where the lights were turned down low, I saw the Kennedys, and they were holding hands with Marilyn Monroe. And J. Edgar Hoover in disguise was pretending to mop the floor near where Castro sat with Sigmund Freud, comparing their cigars. The busboy says I'm crazy, and he hits me with his tray. Why do I keep on coming back to the Loch Ness Cafe? Einstein ordered after me, but they brought his dinner first. The waiter took a shortcut through an alternate universe. In the men's room, Adolf Hitler was complaining to the Pope that Pontius Pilate got there first and used up all the soap. Signing. Einstein had a hard time trying to calculate the tip. He was counting on his fingers. I could see him move his lips. And Hamlet had an omelet while Ophelia ate a Danish. She said, you're driving me insane-ish. You're a cold fish with a death wish. I stopped in after midnight for a little bite to eat when I saw the Loch Ness dinosaur sitting in my favorite seat. She had a leather jacket on and a Jimi Hendrix shirt. She was watching the display go round with those oversized desserts. I said I thought that you were dead, and she said, no, I've just been away, but I can't resist the cheesecake at the Loch Ness Cafe. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Come see us at the merchandise tent where we have CDs and stuff. Thank you.
And at Pirate Camp tonight, right?
Let's give a nice hand for Michael Stephen. Please welcome Latin Americana to the Falcon Ridge stage.
Que va a caer, no va a ganar. ¿Quién va a pagar por el peaje? El mismo mapa, la misma ruta. No hay respuesta, solo pregunta. La cadena que nunca se rompe. Una buena siembra no se puede matar. Y el tiempo pasa y te deja esperando por abrir puertas que se olvidan cerrar. A paso creo armonía, buscas verdad, compras mentira. Esa es la plaga de la semilla. No es callejón, es avenida. Cadena que nunca se rompe. Una buena siembra no se puede matar. Y el tiempo pasa y te deja esperando por abrir puertas que se olvidan cerrar. ¿Cómo vas a encontrar las razones por qué sin huellas que te muestren el camino? ¿Y cómo vas a borrar los errores de ayer? Rompe la cadena, rompe la condena, rompe el eslabón que no te deja seguir, el eslabón que te hace sufrir, rompetela y bendito, y la maldad que te rodea, rompela, libérate de un futuro, libérate de un ayer, libérate de ese pasado que te tiene agobiado. cadena que nunca se rompe. Una buena siembra no se puede matar. Y el tiempo pasa y te deja esperando por abrir puertas que se olvidan cerrar. Por abrir puertas que se olvidan cerrar. Por abrir puertas que se olvidan cerrar.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, that's a song called La Cadena. This next song is called Todos los Días. I know many of you went to Spanish class. Can you say Todos los Días?
Todos los días.
You know what that means? It means every day. Every day. And every day is a brand new opportunity to make it a good day. So I'm going to need a little help from you guys sometime in the middle of this song, singing along with me. So anyway, Todos los Días. It goes like this.
Se convierte en realidad y que se encuentra detrás de una cortina, que no fueron los frenos, pero falta de energía. Aunque pierdas años, ganas sabiduría. Todos los días me vuelvo un loco, todos los días me pierdo por ahí. Todos los días me vuelvo un loco, todos los días.
Such a beautiful day today. All right. It's todos los días. Can you sing with me? Here you go. Two.
Todos los días.
Oh, it's hot, but you gotta give it to us.
There you go.
Todos los días. Todos los días. Todos los días. Todos los días. Todos los días.
Keep it going.
Todos los días. Me caigo y me levanto. Todos los días. Y curo las heridas. ser un buen humano. Y no me olvido de mis hermanos. Doy gracias a la vida por el amor que ella cultiva.
Thank you so much, everybody. Have a pleasant day. My name is Rick Reyes, Dick Neal on banjo, Asher Delerme on percussion, Mr. Richard Zurkowski on bass. Have a blessed full day. Thank you.
Let's give a nice hand for Latin Americana.
Thank you.
Let's give a nice hand for all the artists today, the signers, the soundstage.